All right, guys, we do want to welcome everybody. This is our Bryte Lyfe Getting Started training, and it is June the 7th. Okay, we do this every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. And, for anybody that's brand new, we do want to give you guys a very special welcome. It's great to have you here. But before we get started with the training, we do want to go to Wes Melcher. Wes is actually going to tell us, you give us some updates on what's going on, because one thing that you guys have to understand is that this company, is going through a major overhaul as far as the technology is concerned. We already have the best technology out there, but it's even getting better. And it's always a process with that. So, Wes, why don't you come on? And Wes has been traveling all over the country, this week, and he just wants to share some things with you guys.
Absolutely. Can you hear me okay, Denson?
I can, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So just wanted to say hello to everybody this morning. I know we have a lot of new members on here, some that are not new, but are wanting to grow their business and learn from Denson. And he's obviously done a great job. I just got off of a 2-week tour of the United States and our markets coming out of our event in Vegas. And I realized some things that I wanted to share with everybody today about what's working in the markets and what's not working in the markets, and some things that we can get better at. And we talked in Vegas about improving our churn over those first 3 to 6 months, where we can get to the delta where we don't lose anybody after month 6. And I think what I saw over the last couple of weeks is definitely something that will really help our business. And so one of the things that you're going to be seeing this week is we're creating a new document called Bryte Lyfe Nights. And we're also going to include instructions on how to have Bryte Lyfe Nights in your market. And where I went over the last couple of weeks, where teams are getting together regularly and having live events and getting belly to belly, they're creating culture. Their retention is higher. These live events where people are used to them and they know what to expect, they're going great. They're getting great turnout. But in the markets where there's nothing consistently going on and people are just using the Zooms to build, they're not getting the same level of retention. They're not getting the same level of engagement. And so it's got to be a multifaceted approach. And I've talked about this over the months and year that we've been doing this, and attracting different types of personalities. And last night was a perfect example. I did a meeting in a really small town in Mississippi, in Holly Springs, Mississippi. But what was great is that there were multiple teams that plugged into this event. So teams that are not on the same team, not the same upline, not the same downline, but they came together and had a great event. We had the entire patio at a Mexican food restaurant, and we had tons of people there, lots of new guests, so lots of signups on the spot. But what was great is that the culture was awesome. Everybody got there on time. People ordered margaritas. People ordered chips and queso, and we're having fun. And I played the brand new Bryte Lyfe video. We have a new theme song that my good buddy Louis Pinto, who's coming all the way from Thailand to speak at our event in Orlando on how to use AI. He created a brand new theme song for us while he was doing one of his AI courses online that people spend thousands of dollars to watch. He actually just went to the Bryte Lyfe website, and AI wrote our theme song. And so if you guys didn't meet our amazing new videographer, Chandler, while he was with us in Vegas, he put together an incredible recap video of Vegas. And then we laid this new song over it, and we just uploaded it yesterday, but I played it at all the events this week, and everybody loved it. So the vibe when people were coming in with this really cool Bryte Lyfe commercial song that sounds like, we had it recorded in Nashville. It's so crazy what you're able to do with AI. And you're going to learn about that in Orlando on August 9th. Louis is literally flying all the way from Thailand just to speak to us about AI, how to simplify your life with AI, how to grow your business with AI. He's going to talk to you about how to use AI for social media. And so you're going to really get a ton out of it. But I just couldn't believe it. He literally did it in a class in 5 minutes, created a song that sounds like it was recorded in Nashville. So the song has been uploaded to the YouTube channel. So you can go to the YouTube channel right now. The video is there. It's got the new theme song in it, and you can start playing that in your local events. But what I'm telling you is it doesn't matter whether you're there with one person, two people, 10 people, 100 people. If you're not doing some kind of weekly live event in your market, you're really missing the boat. Your retention is going to be lower. Your sales are going to be lower. You've got to start somewhere, and you don't need me. You don't need Denson to come do a live event. You've got the brand new recorded video, which is on the sign up page. It's on the new website. It's at whybrytelife.com. So you can do an introduction and introduce the video. And while people are coming in, you can play the new theme song. And all you need is either a phone that you can hook up with HDMI. So they have an adapter that you can literally connect your phone to HDMI. And then most restaurants have private rooms where you have a TV and you could literally just hook your phone to it. So you can play the Why Bryte Lyfe video. You can play the new theme song. So literally all you need is your phone and HDMI cable, which most restaurants have it already hooked to the TV, and just an adapter to hook your phone. You don't even need a laptop. You don't even need an iPad to go run these events and make things happen. So find a fun place, a Mexican food place, an Italian food place where there's a private room, where there's a TV. You don't have to pay anything for the rooms. You're bringing the people in. So people, they're going to let you come into the business for free. In fact, they gave us drink specials last night. Most of the places where we do this, you'll see it. I'm also going to upload the video that I showed to everybody in Vegas of our happy hour in Dallas. And here's the perfect example. We've been doing a Dallas event every Thursday for over 6 months. And now Dallas, this last week, Dallas put in more sales than any other market in the company last week. And the reason is because now we're doing 2 meetings a week in Dallas and Fort Worth. We're doing Tuesdays in Fort Worth and we're doing Thursdays in Dallas. And we've been doing this every week. Rain, shine, sleet, hail, tornadoes, hurricanes. It doesn't matter whether there's one person that shows up, 2 people that show up, 10 people that show up. And we've done it consistently. And now Dallas is putting in more sales than any other market. So pick a spot, be consistent. It starts with you. You don't need a presenter. You've got the video to play when people are coming in. You've got the video to show for the presentation, and then you can share a testimonial. And if you don't have a testimonial, have a third-party testimonial lined up for after your event. You can do all of this by yourself without any help, and you can grow your market and make it happen. And I see Paula on here as well. Paula's event in Houston was also incredible. So was John Banks. We're going to Killeen, Texas, and we've got 25, 30 people there. Houston, on a few days' notice, another 25 plus people there. These live events, and they were both at wing places, and they both had private rooms. I'm telling you, this is the missing link. This is where we need to get to improve our retention, create culture, create energy, camaraderie, getting people working together, regardless of who your upline or your downline is. This is the missing link. So Eva and I are going to be creating a document called Bryte Lyfe Nights. You'll see that come out this week with these step-by-step instructions, where to get the videos, which videos to show, what kind of places work good, what nights are good. We're going to give you the step-by-step. And so you're going to get that this week. And Denson's going to talk to you now about a lot of the new things that have gone live. We have so much stuff that we've updated, so many new things. The app is new. The web is new. We've got new interfaces. We've got new inventory. Over the next couple weeks, you're also going to see the resort weeks. We had to get all of the rest of this tech uploaded first. That was our last vendor that we contracted, that we shared in Vegas, that we've been sharing in the presentation. So if not this week, next week, you should see the resort weeks pop up. And so I just wanted to thank Denson again for his leadership. And he was instrumental in setting up the meetings that I did this week and some of the ones from last week. And so where the meetings are happening, where people are congregating, Bryte Lyfe is growing. So I would encourage all of you coming out of this training, even if you're brand new, it doesn't matter. You can start somewhere and make big things happen. So congrats on all the growth and success. Thank you, Denson, for all your leadership. I'm looking forward to seeing more of you over the next couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, absolutely, Wes. We really appreciate it. And so what time is your flight out of Memphis today?
They're boarding it right now.
Really?
So yeah, I'm already supposed to be on it. So
all right, well, good. Well, don't miss your flight. We appreciate it, man. All right, good. So what I'll do is this. I'm going to show that video, that AI video that you just mentioned. And guys, the link is in the chat. And, you know, it just show it on the front end. And then why Bryte Lyfe, or what is Bryte Lyfe? What is the video?
Why Bryte Lyfe is the full 15-minute. It's about 17 minutes. And then what is Bryte Lyfe is product only, and it's only 9 minutes. I would not use that. You definitely want to show the business. What is Bryte Lyfe could be a teaser video if you can't get somebody to watch 17 minutes. But for these events, I put the video on my phone and I hook the HDMI through an adapter to my phone, because then the video auto plays. So with this song and the music, you can just have it set on autoplay with the music on through the TV as people are coming in, just on a loop. And then you can play the presentation when you're ready after you do a short introduction.
Right. Okay, great, great, perfect. All right, Wes, have a safe trip, man. And we've got it from here.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks a lot. So guys, whybrytelyfe.com, 17-minute presentation. And the thing that you have to understand here is this. This is not rocket science, okay? I remember the first business that we built. It was the same thing. You know, I was in real estate at the time. I had a conference room. And what I did is I said, okay, the more we show the business, the quicker we're going to move. Like if we do it once a month, then we might have a few people come in once a month. If we do it once a week, we may have a few people come in once a week. So my mind went to, why not do it every day? Now, I'm not telling you to do it every day, but the bottom line is we did it every day and we went to 10,000 a month right off the bat. The meetings make money, guys. That's the thing that you have to understand. Yes, we do live in an age of technology, but guess what? Meetings, you know, are so key because it's that human connection that gets people in and keeps them in. And, you know, that's so important. So we can come into your market and do a meeting. Like we've been traveling all over the country doing meetings for people. But if you don't keep it going, guess what? It doesn't matter, because you'll put people in, they'll get excited. But if they don't have anything to plug into, you might look at that person and say, oh man, they're a loser or whatever, but they're not the loser in that situation. When you sponsor people, you have to take responsibility for it. Okay. And if you don't give them what they need in order for them to be successful, then I've always looked at it like it's on me. Okay. It's not, on them. It's on me to give that support. That's what being a leader is all about. Now, let me show you, the new video here real quick, and then we'll get into the training for this morning. Okay, so let's do this real quick.
Wake up. Wake up to the sunrise, time to chase your dreams. From Dubai to Bali, it's closer than it seems. Book a suite in Monte Carlo, feel the rush of Vegas lights. Bryte Lyfe's got your back, unlock those bucket list nights.
Travel Life got deals up to 65% off stays. Well, life retreats did heal mind and body in harmony's grace. Live life's exclusive perks, front row tickets, private yachts and shows. Give life's purpose calls, volunteerism where your heart overflows. Live, laugh, and let Bryte Lyfe lead the way. We're crossing off our dreams every single day. Set your spirit free, come on, seize the light. Together we shine, let's live a bright life tonight. Bucket List Life gives that 4-day through night stay, complimentary 5-star luxury. Every single year we play personalized itineraries. AI search in the app, from Paris to New York, this membership's got the map. Elevate your work, recharge your soul. Wellness and mentors, we make you whole. Corporate retreats, team bonding high. Bryte Lyfe culture, watch our spirits fly. Live, laugh, and let Bryte Lyfe lead the way. We're crossing off our dreams every single day. Set your spirit free, come on, seize the light. Together we shine, let's live our bright life tonight. Pack your bags, feel the beat. Bryte Lyfe's world is oh so sweet. From epic travels to giving back, sing this song, let's stay on track. Life's too short, so aim so high. With Bryte Lyfe we touch the sky.
All right, guys, I'll tell you what's so significant about this video is that it shows fun, and many of you all, anybody that was in Vegas, you know, your market, many of our markets are in this video. So as people look at the video, they're going to see you or either somebody that you know, somebody that they know in the video, and that's key. You can say, look, we were in Vegas on this trip, and you know, this is what we did, and you know, people want to be a part. You have to create a situation where people want to be a part of what you're doing, okay, which is very, very important. So what we're going to do now is, in fact, let me do this real quick. Don't have to tell you about me. Let's talk about the new website, okay? The new website, you'll still go to app.brytelyfe.com. Now, in logging in, if it does not allow you to log in, you just need to, you know, go to lost your password. And when you do that, it'll take you through the prompts, and just follow the prompts, okay? Now, this is very important. If you run into an issue here, no big deal. Just send in, do a screenshot of whatever it is, and just send in the support ticket, okay? Because you have to understand, we're kind of in beta with this over the next 30 days or so. So what's going to happen is people are going to either, we're going to run into glitches, okay? So it won't be perfect over the next 30 days, because they're making vast improvements to something that, you know, I feel like is almost already perfect, but they're making vast improvements to it. So don't worry about it, because all you got to do is send a screenshot. And look at it this way. That's so important, because they need to know exactly what's going on, you know, with the back office and the app. So when you go to app.brytelyfe.com, you put in your email or your username and your password. If for some reason it doesn't work, then click on lost your password and just follow the prompts. Like, I know we got some code, man, where they had to send, I forgot exactly what it was called, but no, I can tell you here in just a minute, because I helped somebody to do this last night. Okay, so let me pull this up real quick. So if you see this, you'll know exactly, you know, what you want to do or what you need to do. So hold on 1 second here. I should have written this down before the training, but I just thought about this. Yeah, come on. It is a, it's a code. So I don't want you to be freaked out when you get this. Okay, so this is, man, and then there's some, I cannot find that particular text. All right, I'm looking. Here we go. All right, so basically it's gonna actually send you a verification code, or it may send you something called 2FA code. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. So it's going to say enter the 2FA code. So if it asks for the 2FA code, you'll find that in your email. It'll send that to your email box, okay, which is very important, because once we put the 2FA code in, it allowed us to change the password, and the password now has to be at least 8 digits long. So you remember we were doing first initial, last initial, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not going to work with the new system. You'll have to do first initial, last initial, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But just keep it simple on the front end so we'll know what it is and we can help you to place people. Now, once you get into your back office, you'll notice like all of these particular fields here used to be across the top. Now they're, on the left side of the screen, which is kind of easier. I like it better, this way because it makes it a little bit more simple. So all of your information is in here. All of your share links, are going to be here, as well. This particular share link is going to take you to this. Now, when you go to, of course, this talks about the membership here. And of course, they can start to enroll there. But it's join.brytelyfe.com/whatever the username is. Now, of course, downloading the app is the same. And when you go into the app again, what you want to do is, pay attention to how long you have to your next bucket list stay. Ours is down now to 5 days. We're just days away from being awarded that first bucket list trip. You have to understand, as we get into these bucket list trips, that like that first video, that's going to go to a whole nother level when we start, taking these bucket list trips. And again, if you got two, it's a free trip. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. Don't take that for granted because that's a big deal. As long as you got two by your next billing date, you don't have to pay the $179 and you don't have to get two every month. As long as you've got two solid people, like looking at this list here, Tim, I know he's solid. He's never going anywhere. My second position, that's solid. It's never going anywhere. DeAndre, that's solid. It's never going anywhere. My daughter, that's solid. It's never going anywhere. And you know what? Tim and DeAndre are both Lifer 3000. So I know for a fact they're not ever going anywhere because the company is paying them so much money to be here. Now, that is, so every one of these, trips here will be awarded. Why? Because I'm an active member, whether I'm having to pay for it or not. So again, that's very important. And then in booking travel is just this map here. And when you click on it, you just put where you want to go, the dates that you want to go, and you take it from there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go into a live website. Okay. So let me see. Let me do this. Okay. Let me come out of the PowerPoint and I'm going to actually go into an actual website now to show you something about, placement. In fact, I'm actually going to place a person. I got permission from DeAndre to actually show his back office. Okay. So this is, DeAndre's back office here. So you'll notice here that all of the numbers here, travel dollars, all of that, the share links are here. So all you got to do is click copy and you can copy the share link. In fact, I click copy here. I just copied it. If I want to send it to a person or show it to a person, I can just, paste it. It goes to the site. Now you'll notice as well that it's a second share link. So if I copy this and I share it, then it's going to take me directly to the packages, okay? So the influencer program, the Bryte Lyfe membership. So if you put somebody on a webinar and you want to take them directly to the packages, then you want to go to that second link, okay? Now, another thing is this. When, in the back office here, again, all of your information is here, but it also tells you your rank, okay? So, Lifer 3000, all this means is that, DeAndre has actually, he's made 6 of the 6 requirements in order to be Lifer 3000. Now, what I love about this is if you go to rank advancement, it'll actually show you where you are as far as your next promotion. Like DeAndre's next promotion is Lifer 7500. Now, what this tells him is this. You've reached 4 of the 6 requirements. Okay, so let's look at what those requirements are. Number 1, you must be active. So even though he has this 2 and he's not having to pay the $179, he makes that qualification because he's got 2 active members. He's active. Need to be a paid influencer. Okay, so he's an influencer. $20 a month. I tell people all the time, this is a $20 a month business that can make you up to $500,000 a month. Okay, now you need at least one personally enrolled active member on the left side. Of course, he's got that. One active member on the right side, he's got that as well. Now, the other two qualifications that he needs is what? 250 active members on the left and 250 active members on the right. So he's, halfway there on one side, almost halfway there on the other side. So think about it. When he reaches life for 7,500, what will he have to do? He'll have to, only money he'll have to pay is what? The influencer, which is $20 a month. And, the company sending him 7,500 a month. So again, guys, we're so early in the game that right now this is not a real big deal for a lot of people, but real soon we'll have hundreds of people that are life for 7,500, which, those of you all that are in the business right now, you have to understand something, guys. When Bryte Lyfe started a year ago, there were people that were here that are not here now. Okay, what does that mean? That means that you have an opportunity right now. You're at the very, very top of this company. So what do you think happens when you've got, 20 people in your organization that are at this position here? Well, what you'll see here is influencer 30K, influencer 50K. And you might have 4 out of 6, done to be influencer 50K. And all you need is a number. So again, guys, that's very significant. Now, what I want to do now is this. Okay, if you go down to organization, you'll notice I click this, it takes me to my tree viewer. Now, the tree viewer has been improved as well. If you, look here closely, you can actually take it in or out or whatever. But I'm going to show you how you can actually place a person in tree viewer now. Remember, the holding tank, the people in the holding tank used to be at the bottom of the tree. That's changed. Okay, now all you have to do is this. Like if we look at the number, let's say that this was your back office and you looked at your number and you said, okay, I've got 101 members on my left and I've got 121 on the right. If you had somebody in your holding tank, which this tells us that we've got one person in the holding tank, where would that person need to go? They need to go on the left side. Why? Because you want to keep these, both teams as even as possible. So if I know this needs to go on the left team, then all I have to do here is click bottom left. It's going to take the tree down to, the person at the bottom of that leg. And then I click on holding tank and it tells me that, I do have this person here that needs to be placed. So if I click on this name here, you'll notice it highlights it in green and the available spot is either here or on the inside of this person's leg. Well, what you want to do is always go outside left or outside right. Why? Because anybody in that leg of business, which at this point is, 50, 60, 70 people or more, anybody that they put in that leg of business is going to go below this person. So if I click on available spot here, it's going to ask me for a confirmation. Are you sure that you want to place this person below this person? And if I click confirm, then the system will update here in a couple of minutes and this person will go into this spot here. Okay, so that is the way that it's been simplified greatly from, what we had before, because again, when you look at this, it tells you how many people you have in your holding tank. It tells you your number, where you need to put it. So if you need to put it on the left side, you just go bottom left. It's going to pull that person up. And look, bottom left now is a person that we actually just place out of the holding tank. Okay, so, that is the way that works. So again, just click around in here, guys, get familiar with it. You understand that you can't break anything, which is very important, because I know some of you all think that, man, if you click around, you can break something in the back office. No, you can't. And I'm going to tell you why DeAndre has been so successful. Look at this. Personally enrolled active members, 36. So what does that mean? Well, that means that he can only put, there were only 2 people that could go frontline in this business, and all of these other people had to go below those folks. So, does that help? Like, congratulations to Tamara Henderson. She promoted to life for 1,600. And you'll notice here that, her next 70 is going to take her to what? 3,000. So she's on the way to 3,000. And that's what you want to do, is be that leader that, helps other people, because you can only put 2 people in front line. I still don't really think that that has really resonated, with most folks. But that's the simplicity of what we do. And the bottom line, guys, is this is very, very serious, and you want to, definitely, take it. You want to treat it that way, okay? The membership brochure, I'm going to show you this that Wes talked about, is here. So if you go in the news in your back office, you'll be able to download this. And one thing that you want to do is print some color copies of this. Maybe go to FedEx, Kinko's, whatever. Keep some copies of this with you, because what this allows you to do is sit down with a person and actually, on a one-page deal that you can leave with them, just go through the benefits of the membership. So once you show, the videos at your home party or your Bryte Lyfe night, I like that, then what you can do is just go through this and say, look, these are all the benefits that you get with this membership. And guess what? The customer appreciation just says that, it's our way of saying thanks. So, when you refer your two, our customer appreciation is you'll get it free. And the loyalty program is going to check things off of your bucket list by giving you a free, guaranteed 5-star 4-day 3-night hotel stay. And, guys, that's a really, really big deal. Most people, again, can't appreciate the power of that, but it is a $3,000 to $5,000 trip. Okay, the bottom line. So that is that's the new back office, and again, you'll learn more and more about it. Another thing I want to show you here is this. Okay, let me go to just brytelyfe.com. When I go to brytelyfe.com, all of this has been updated here as well. Okay, so you'll notice that there have been things that are added to the website. There'll be more things that are added to the website as we go. But when you go here to preview membership, this is not a demo or anything. This is just a video here that talks about the membership. And then if they look at this and they decide that, yeah, I do want the membership, then they can go on and start filling that information out here. Okay, so again, that is the way that works. Okay, so I'm going to refer back to my PowerPoint here. No, let me do this. I'm going to go to my iPad and I'm going to show you some new things in the app. Okay, so let me see if I can get this online, and I'll show you the new things that have been added to the app here. So if I go to share and advance. All right, give me one sec here. All right, here we go. All right, so now what I'm doing now, I'm actually doing this on my iPad, but it'll look the same way on your phone. Okay, so basically, the new app, and again, you look at your countdown and you'll see I'm 5 days away from the bucket list trip. Free life, when it says active, that means you got at least 2 active members. And, again, this I'm gonna call it a vision board of your bucket list locations that you want to go. We're gonna make this a reality. Okay. And even if it's, somewhere here in the US, like Miami or New York City, you'll get a bucket list trip there as well, wherever you want to go. So again, that's going to be, that home button at the bottom of the app. Now, to book travel, again, you just put in where you want to go. Like we were just in Las Vegas. Okay, so I'm going to do a pool in Las Vegas, and I'll just put in, because whatever nights you put in, it's going to give you the total for all of those nights. So what I'm going to do is just put in maybe one night here, just to give you guys an idea of the kind of deals that we see here. Okay, so I just put one night in Vegas, and the deals there are just absolutely incredible. Okay, so you'll notice that the Rio Hotel, $6.99 a night, which is 78% off, or the Sahara, $7.99 a night, Link, $9.99 a night, Residence Inn, 103. So you all see that the savings are tremendous here. But like the Harris Hotel is right in the middle of the strip. So if location was more important to you, $10 a night at Harris. But even once you get out, even when you get out of the percentages here, it doesn't mean that there aren't still savings available. Okay. In fact, let me go past the percentages, and I'm going to get to where it's not showing a percentage. And even if you were to go in and put this in Expedia, or maybe even go directly to the hotels app, you'll still see that it's probably 50 to 60% savings. Okay, so I'm almost past this part. Okay, here we go. So some of the percentages don't show, but it doesn't mean, like the MGM Vegas Signature Suites collection, this is a deal at $52 a night, because this particular property here, they're all suites. Okay, so 52 bucks a night for this is unbelievable, but it's not showing a percentage of savings, and that's just simply, because of the technology. Okay, it's not a big deal. You just want to go all the way down to find, something that that you're interested in. And again, it's probably going to be like a 50 or 60% savings there. So, again, that's enough there. You'll see the way that works. Okay. Now, this is where we saw a lot of additions here, is in Live Life. Now, World Vantage, when you go in, you can click here to book tee times, but you want to watch that video up top to give you all the rules of it. If you want a list of the places you can play golf in North America, all of these places broken down state by state are there. And if you want to see, if you're going international and you want to find a club, a golf course that you can play internationally, it shows you, where you can play. Like if you're going to Italy, Great Pass Golf, you can actually, play there. So all of the information, guys, is here, which is very, very significant. But the value of this part of our membership, you can't even put a price tag on. And then, of course, ARC Insurance, you can go in and get the information there. Foundation Room, this membership would cost you $5,000 a year. This would cost you more, double, in fact, what our membership would cost you. And we're giving it to you as part of our membership at half the price that this would cost. So they've got locations in Anaheim, Boston, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Houston, Las Vegas, and New Orleans. So if you click on Foundation Room, this is going to take you to our concierge, and they'll get you on the list to go up. We actually went in Vegas, and I tell you what, it was unbelievable. And that's what you want to do is just, if you're in one of these locations, go experience it. Okay. And then, of course, Porter Yachts. If I click on Porter Yachts, this tells you all about multi-day charters, day charters. But we've actually become a broker with Porter, so we get wholesale rates. Okay, so this will save you a lot of money if you want to do that kind of thing. Porter Jets, world's premier private jet company. Many of these companies actually will charge you, very serious money, 100 grand to be a member. But here you don't have to do that. So Porter Jets is available to us as well now. And then, of course, Benefit Station, that's only available for the Japanese market. Going as a membership that will alert us as to, low fares and deals with commercial airlines. Groot Hospitality, if you want to get into one of their venues, and, of course, you just use the, email option there. Sports 365, this is an international ticket broker providing access to a wide range of global sports and concert tickets. So all of that information is, is in your back office or in your app. So Live Golf, you can get discounts there. Go City is something that is, very interesting as well. You can save up to 50% on the best attractions, tours, and activities in Go City. So if you're going to a city and you don't know what to do, this is going to be your best friend. Okay. Like say, if you're going to Miami and you want to, get all this in one package. Okay. Like all inclusive pass, they're going to choose your duration, visit as many of the included attractions as you like. You'll get discounts there. Okay. So that'll make your trip a lot more effective and a lot more efficient. And then, of course, Resort Pass gives you a day pass. So if you're in an area, and let's say that you're at one resort, and let's say you want to spend a day at another resort, you can get a day pass with Resort Pass. And of course, we give you discounts there as well. luxury watch exchange. You can save money on fine jewelry. And then Atomic Golf. If you're going to be in Vegas and you want to go to Atomic Golf, this is like that golf experience to a whole nother level. Okay, so we get like 25% off there as well. So again, all of this information is there. If you click the hang on a second, if you click the flame at the bottom, then this gives you information on our next event. The next event's coming up in August in Orlando, so I would recommend that you go on and get registered for that. And then of course, we're going to see some changes here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in the menu, but we will see some changes, especially in contacts, because we got a new contact manager. So you can actually go in, you can create contacts through the app, or you can access contacts through your phone. Okay, like if you want to share your sign up link with a person, let's say that you want to give them a preview of the site, and for some reason this is not coming up, it may be in the update, but if you want to send them a preview of the site, or say you want to send them the compensation plan, then you can actually do that. Okay, and if you've got somebody that's money motivated, guys, and you send them this particular page here, they'll get excited. Okay, if they understand anything about network marketing and building, and they see that, okay, let's look at the qualifications here. Active influencer, $19.99 subscription. So you can just tell them, look, $20 a month is what it costs in order for you to be able to participate in our comp plan. You need one member left, one member right. It qualifies you for everything, and you get paid on total paid memberships left and right. So if they look at this chart and they say, okay, let's say they built before, and they say, okay, 500 left, 500 right is influencer 15K, which is 15,000 a month. And if they really understand how this works, they will understand that half of those could come from their upline. Okay, so even if my upline put 500 on my left and I built that other side to 500, that's 15,000 a month. If they understand how network marketing works, if they've ever done it before, 9 times out of 10, this is going to excite them, because the bottom line of this page just tells you that you've got a $20 a month commitment here, and your upside is what? As much as 500,000 a month. And then, of course, all of the rules of the travel dollars and terminology is included in this document as well. So again, you can go in and you can actually share this document however you want to. If you want to send them a text message with this document, you can just click on messages and it's done. Okay, so again, all of that is under menu, which is on the bottom right hand side. Okay, so that is that those are the changes in the app, but we'll be covering more and more of these changes as we go, because again, it's just going to be a process. Okay, it's not going to be an overnight thing, because these things are major. It's going to be a process, but just hang in there with the process, because the bottom line is it's just improving. And the thing that you have to understand is, and I hate this for many people, but some people are absolutely going to miss it, because they were in, some folks were in too early for their own good. We'll just put it that way. And sometimes if you're in too early and you're not a visionary, anything will knock you out of the business. And that's the worst thing that can happen, because right now we're the pioneers and we're taking the arrows, but guess what? We're going to benefit the most from from what's going on. So let's talk about this real quick. You make a list of 10, 20 people you want to commit to using your influence to get this information in front of everybody on your list. Understand something, guys. You can't show it right or wrong. You just show it to the right or wrong people. So don't get hung up on, oh man, I need to show it this way or whatever. No, I love the idea. Just show the video. Okay, the right person is going to get it. The wrong person, I don't care what you show them. We can be there. I can be there. Wes can be there. Tim can be there. Ron can be there. It doesn't matter. If they're not the right person, they're not going to get it. But if they are the right person, no matter how you show it, they're going to get it. So you just tell them, I got something you got to see. And send them your join.brytelife/username and watch the video, and just tell them, look, I'm going to call you back in about 10 minutes. And it's going to take them to this site where they can see that simple, quick overview. Join.brytelyfe.com/your username. Now, again, I got something that you've got to see. This is where you're going to direct them to a webinar. What are you doing at 12 noon, 8 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern? Well, I'm sending you a link to a private webinar that explains everything, and you just send them to, we do our team webinars Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 noon and 8 p.m. Eastern. These are done at themoneywebinar.com, and then there's a recorded link of this particular webinar at socialjetsetters.com. And then, of course, our weekly corporate webinars are Sundays through Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, where we do business presentations at zoomviproom.com. So whenever you might say, well, which one should I send them to? The next one. It doesn't matter. If you've got, if there's one coming up at noon Eastern, you call somebody at 11, you get them on that one. Or if it's one at 8 p.m. Eastern, you get them on that one. If it's Tuesday or Thursday, or if it's Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, before that, you get them on, okay? The best one is the next one, okay? So don't get hung up with that. You don't complicate it. And then, of course, home meetings are very, very powerful. I'm having a few people over tonight at 7 p.m. See you then. Again, we'll call that Bryte Lyfe Nights. You want to show the plan, you can do it with the PowerPoint. You can do it with join.brytelyfe.com. You can use socialjetsetters.com or what is Bryte Lyfe. And one thing that I will do is I'll put that short video, that AI video, as well as a presentation on one site, so you can go there and you'll have it all. Okay, so it'll simplify it. But you know what? Once you do, like you pull a few people over to your home and you show the business, however you do it, show the fun first in that AI video, and then show how the membership works, the right people are going to get it. Some folks are going to want to be a part of it. They're going to want to travel with you, and they will get involved. And what you have to do is, again, guys, is very important that you have regular meetings going on. We've been pleading with people for months and months and months. You got to do a regular meeting. You got to do a regular meeting. Well, some people think that, man, we're in the internet age, we don't have to do meetings now. Well, you couldn't be, further off base, because even though we are in the internet age, guess what? We're still humans, and we still have to have that, face-to-face connection. Okay. Personal visits are powerful as well. So if you go see your brother, you go see your sister, you go see your neighbor, your cousin, your church member, once you show them the plan, you want to get them on a 3-way phone call. Okay. You connect them with your sponsor or your upline, edify your sponsor correctly. And guess what? When we tell our stories, chances are you'll go on and get that person involved. And, again, it's a simple 3-step process. Step number 1, what do you want to do? Qualify with, your 2. You're going to qualify for what? Your free membership. You're going to get your money back in free travel, and you qualify for the entire comp plan. Now, what we found is this: like, if you go on and make a decision to do this, guess what? You'll get it done within the next 24 hours. Okay. Why? Because if you get a group together at your house, let's say that you got 10 people together at your house and you just showed the plan. You just play on a couple of videos from your phone that you kicked up to your TV. Guess what? They either get it or they don't. But if you got 10 people there, chances are 2 are going to get it, and you'll be qualified. And then what do you want to do? You want to help them to have a Bryte Lyfe night. Do the same thing. Help your 2 to qualify for their free membership, their money back in free travel, and the entire comp plan. And then when you duplicate that one more time, you teach your 2 to help their 2 to qualify. You're at Life for 300. And guess what? You're qualified for whatever else might happen in this comp plan. So you made the first promotion level. And guess what? As that starts to duplicate with people in your organization, you'll find yourself pretty quickly at Life for 800, then 1600. And if you got those regular meetings going on in your area, guess what? Those people are going to grow. Why? Because they won't be out there by themselves. And then those people will grow. And all of a sudden, again, this comp plan maxes out at 500,000 per month. So again, it's a very, very simple equation. If you started with your 2, and let's say you got your 2 by your first billing date, so now you got a free membership and you got your money back. then you want to help your two people to do the same thing. And when they do that, you must teach them to help their two to do the same thing. So when those four get that done, you're what? You've got 7 on the left, 7 on the right. If you refer to the chart and say, okay, where does 7, place me in this comp plan? Well, 5 qualifies you at 300, Lifer 300, which is 300 a month. Now, let's say that, you've got regular meetings going on. I would recommend at least once or twice a week you're doing meetings. Well, if these 8 people now refer their two, okay, let's see where, and look, we're gonna actually say, okay, everybody, let's say you do this in your first month. So nobody's billing dates have come due yet. So all of these numbers count. Well, if you got 15, where does that qualify you on the chart? Well, you could, have spillover, but if you didn't have spillover, you're still qualified at Lifer 300. Now, let's say that this is the next billing month. So we know that this person is getting theirs, free. So they won't count in these numbers. Let's say that these people have their two, they're getting it free, and these people have their two. So all of these folks here, they're still in, but each one of them referred their two, so they do not have to pay anymore. Well, this is on paid membership. So when these 16 people refer their two, they just put 32 in the business, right? 32 members. Well, 32 members gives you 16 paid on each side. And guess what? That's going to promote you to Lifer 800. If you look at where it qualifies you on this chart, you're at 800 a month, even with people that are qualified to get their free memberships. That's important for you to understand, because the bottom line is this: that locks people in. You think I'll ever quit this business with the fact that I'm getting a free $5,000 trip every year? No, I won't. And I'm gonna always have my two, and my people are gonna always have their two. Why? Because the benefits are so great. So what's the next step? Well, these 32 get their two. Even if all of these people here are getting free memberships, all of them had to what? They had to refer two. So 64 divided by 2 is what? 30, 32, 32. Well, what does that qualify you on the chart? Lifer 1600, 30, 30, which is $1,600 a month. Now, when those 64 refer to, this is why it is so very important. See, it's not about these folks, your meeting every week is not about these folks as much as these brand new people that come in. Because if you got 128 people, which is 64, which still has you qualified at Lifer 1600, solid. But if you got those brand new people here, okay, your weekly meeting is for these folks. Why? Because without a weekly meeting, they're just going to sit out there and falter. But if they've got a human connection to plug into, guess what? They'll bring 2 people to your meeting. So now all of a sudden you got what? 128 on each side, and you're a solid Lifer 3,000, which is 3,000 a month. Okay, like that's where DeAndre is right now. He's a solid Lifer 3,000 that's on the way to what? 7,500. So look, when those 256 bring people back to your meeting or whatever the case is, and they get there too, now all of a sudden you got 256 on each side. Well, where does that qualify you on this chart? Lifer 7,500, which is 7,500 a month. Why? Because it takes 250. I think you see how this works. This is why, that weekly plug-in in different markets is so powerful, because you're going to have people in different markets that contribute to these numbers. Okay, so that lands you here 15,000 a month, and it just continues to work that way. When these people refer there to 2,048 is 1,024 on each side. Where does that land you on this chart? 1,000, which is 30,000 a month. So guys, it's very simple. And look, if all we develop here is what? Develop a culture of each person that gets involved. It make them understand that, hey, you need to refer your first 2. By your next billing date, you'll get a free membership. If you don't, you'll pay the $179 until you get your 2. Guess what? If that happens, and each person just gets their 2 in their first billing date, it's going to take you to influence of 50K, which is $50,000 a month, because at that point, you've got over 2,000 on each side, and you only need 1,750. So again, guys, very, very simple stuff. But one thing that we're always going to do is keep this limited at an hour. We're never going to go over an hour. So that pretty much concludes the training. I hope all of this makes sense to you guys, and I hope that all of you all understand that this is your company. This, I mean, you actually have the opportunity to dominate this company. It's your company. So what you want to do is take advantage of it. Okay. Right now, I think if we'll take the next 12 months and just really go all out, do whatever you have to do to sponsor as many people as you can, help your people get qualified, help your people sponsor as many as they can that want to do that, you can absolutely be at the top of this comp plan, because this company is going to hit momentum at some point. You just want to be positioned for it. So we appreciate you guys being here. We are going to do our 1 o'clock webinar. In fact, let me do this. 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a 1 p.m. Eastern, and that website is going to happen. That's going to happen at themoneywebinar.com. Themoneywebinar.com. We do this webinar to give you an opportunity to really kick your week off, as strong as possible. So just send, this webinar link out to a few people, get them on, and, help your people get qualified. Okay. So I'll see you guys back here at 1 o'clock. We appreciate you all being here, and have a great weekend. Okay.